There's only one thing better than 90-second keto bread. Guess what it is? Welcome to the Keto Baking Mechanic, where we create, tweak, and enhance keto and low-carb breads and baked goods, including keto and low-carb sourdough, my absolute obsession and my business. Hi, I'm Sherry Mack. I'm 64 years old, and I lost over 70 pounds 15 years ago doing a flexible keto lifestyle. Not a diet, don't believe in diets. I'm here to share with you everything I know, all the recipes I enjoy. My mission is to support you in your looking the way you want, feeling the way you want, and eating the way you want in the context of using healthy ingredients. Please like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be informed when I have other videos coming down the pike. And remember, you always get the recipe link in the description. The one thing better than a 90-second keto bread is a 90-second keto bread that's actually sourdough. Of course it's sourdough. That's what I do. Anyways, you're going to love this recipe. 90 seconds, a couple minutes to make, 90 seconds in the microwave. Toast it, and you're going to have a beautiful 2 slices of bread and 0 carbs to enjoy for your morning breakfast. Okay, we're going to start by adding some oil to our microwave dish so that the bread doesn't stick. Now, you can do one of 2 things. You can add the bread right to the dish because it is oiled, or you can also add parchment. I like to add parchment just because it's easier to lift out. And now we're going to add our wet ingredients. First, an egg. Some avocado oil. You can also use butter or olive oil. Remember that olive oil and butter are going to give the bread a different flavor. Okay, a couple things to keep in mind about this recipe. First of all, you're going to work with the Bio Boss Living Starter. Here it is right here. Look at the activity in this baby. Isn't that great? Oh, I love it. We're going to take some of that for the recipe. Secondly, about the recipes, we want to work with ground psyllium husk powder, not whole psyllium husk, and there's a reason for that. When you work with the already ground psyllium husk powder, it actually absorbs the liquids in your recipe a lot faster, so you can mix all the ingredients into a dough more quickly for the microwave. You know, we're working on a 90-second recipe here, so you want to work as quickly as possible so you can get to other things in your life. That's the whole point of this recipe. So with the ground psyllium husk powder, it actually mixes really quickly in the bowl into a nice firm dough. And secondly, it bakes quickly in the microwave for 90 seconds. If you work with whole psyllium husks, it takes forever, a lot of arm action and a lot of time to keep mixing because the whole psyllium husks do not absorb the liquid as quickly. So you've got more time and effort mixing it, and then when you put it in the microwave, it actually takes almost double the time to bake in the microwave. So why work with the whole psyllium husks when you can work with the dried ones, the already ground? The only caveat or the only thing to keep in mind is that the already ground psyllium husk powder is darker because it's been oxidized, being pre-ground in a package, whereas the whole psyllium husks are lighter in color. And what that means is that your bread's going to be a little bit darker. But hey, it's worth it. If you're saving time and energy, which is the whole point of this recipe, just go with the already ground psyllium husk powder. Okay? Huge difference with how quickly you can make the bread. So we're going to mix the egg with the oil and ground psyllium, and you just keep stirring until all the lumps are out, and also it will pull into a really thick batter. Okay, you know you're ready to add the remaining of the ingredients when you can literally lift almost all of the dough off the bottom of the bowl. Look at that, it just sticks completely. Okay, in your sourdough baking, you get to use the discard. It adds depth of flavor to the bread, and it also adds that gentle tanginess. And remember, that gentle tanginess will depend on how old your sourdough starter is. In the early stages, you're not going to taste the tanginess, but as this grows and grows and becomes an army of lactobacillus cultures and wild yeast, you're going to have more predominant tanginess in the actual discard recipes. Okay, baking powder and your favorite healthy salt. And let's just mix all that together. Okay, we could just add this to our dish. This paper just helps to pull it out of the microwave because the glass bowl gets extremely hot. You can also use silicone bread bowls that are microwave safe. I prefer not to use plastic, and now we're just going to transfer this dough to our dish. Okay, if you have trouble and it's sticky, just wet your fingers with a little water, and you could just press it right to the edges of the dish. Okay, here we go. And let's pop that into the microwave for 90 seconds covered. And here you have it, 90-second keto bread, specifically 90-second keto sourdough discard bread at 0 carbs per slice. One serving has 2 slices. It is so delicious. You can use it in the morning as toast, smother it in butter. In fact, it tastes better as toast than it is plain, or you can enjoy it as a sandwich. How about a keto sourdough discard cheddar panini?